I'm Leslie.
And I'm Shelly.
And we're Sisters and Ebert. Welcome back for another Movie Monday.
We're still in 1999 prom season.
Yes, 1999. She's All That. I distinctly remember this. There was a huge buzz around this movie.
Yes, there was. They had so many commercials for it.
Again, Teen People was a brand new magazine then.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember were always covering this movie.
Yes.
I had a subscription to it. And I was in 7th grade. And I remember just Freddie Prinze Jr. being everywhere.
Yes.
And this is like
and Paul Walker.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that he is in a small role.
Well, he's the villain.
Yeah. But, this is, I think, what launched Freddie Prinze Jr.'s career.
For
sure.
Yeah,
you're right. Paul Walker, too.
Yeah.
Fast and the Furious.
Yes.
So, we opened to paint and an art project. Oh, this is not a summer movies movie.
No.
This is just something we picked up along the way.
Yeah, we didn't even see it in
the
99.
theater. No, I did not see this till probably high school, like when it started to be rerun on TV.
Yeah, so I was probably middle school when I saw it, and you saw it in high school, yeah.
Yep. We opened to paint and an art project created by Lainey, who then goes to wake her brother Simon. Lainey is Rachel Lee Cook.
Mm-hmm. This was her first to do.
Yeah, it's interesting that they use so many unknown people to launch this. And I don't know.
Cheaper.
Yeah, well, yeah. And Kieran Culkin. Academy Award winner. Kieran Culkin is Simon.
Yes, her little brother.
All are back at school after spring break, and Lainey and Simon are dropped off by Dad in his Dr. Pooh truck, and students swoon at Zach.
Like septic.
Yeah, but he's
he's a pool.
He's a pool guy,
trainer.
But I guess he does plumbing too. Maybe I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense if you're the pool guy.
Yeah, and students swoon at Zach, who is thinking about the future, and Zach is Freddie Prinze Jr.
Mr. Popularity.
Yes,
for sure.
But
seems nice still.
Yeah,
he was saying hi to everybody. Yeah, he was like, "Hey, Zach, hey, Zach."
Yeah,
he's like, "Hi, adore me."
Zach is looking for his girlfriend Taylor, who immediately dumps him. Upon us meeting Taylor.
She's insufferable.
Yeah, oh, she's awful. Taylor was dancing on her own raft on spring break at Warren G's house party and meets Brock Hudson from The Real World. And who is he? He is
Matthew
Lillard. Yes. Mm-hmm. So Scream. This is so Scream.
Yes, this is after Scream.
Pre-Scooby-Doo.
Yes. So he did have he's the name.
Yeah.
Part of the name.
Yeah.
That was the draw for this movie, probably.
Yes, probably. So that's Brock Hudson from The Real World, and Taylor will still go to prom with Zach. So that's why she broke up with him, because she's seeing Brock Hudson.
Real World.
And
I hated that show.
I know.
It was always on reruns, and I feel like that's why I didn't like it, because it was always on.
It was always on, but it was the same season. They wouldn't show older ones. It was always whatever in 98, 99.
Yeah.
That was the two. And then that was, it wasn't like the OG one. But Taylor says that she'll still go to prom with Zach since they will likely be king and queen.
So nice.
And then blows him off. Yeah. Lainey is in art class, but not putting herself into her art. Two girls suggest that her art may be more appreciated and valuable after her death, and that maybe she should speed that up. Yeah. Yeah.
Things that would not fly in a movie today.
No. And the thing is, that one girl comes back later and is popular, but I didn't see them as popular in the scene.
Didn't either. I was confused when I saw her later.
Me too.
Yes.
Because they both seemed like edgy art girls too.
Right.
Right. Okay.
But, yeah.
Sure, we'll play along.
Just regular mean girls, I guess.
Maybe it's just they're in California and she's rich, so she's in the crowd. I don't know.
Yeah, I could see that.
I was a watcher of Beverly Hills 90210, and there was a couple kids like that where they were only cool because they were in.
And I was the Laguna Beach.
Yeah.
That era. So it was the same. California.
Zach surmises that anyone could be popular and prom queen with the right look and boyfriend. And he bets Paul Walker. Did we catch his name? I didn't. Oh, Dean. I didn't catch it till later. Yeah. And that, so he bets Paul Walker that he can turn the girl of his choosing into prom queen in 6 weeks, and Lainey Boggs is chosen.
He doesn't need Taylor. He can make anybody prom queen. Yeah. But they act like she's the worst. They're looking at all these really odd girls. Yeah. And he's too easy.
And they're the ones picking her nose.
Yeah. And then they get the Lainey, and they're like, no, not Lainey Boggs. And it's she's not that bad.
No.
She's got glasses on.
Yeah.
Poor eyes.
And her hair's in a ponytail.
Oh my gosh. I think it was a claw clip, actually.
Yeah, oh! Say it ain't so. So is Lainey from the, like, related to Wade Boggs? Is that how they're, like, in the school district? Or,
must be. She's there by association somehow.
Zach is immediately second-guessing the bet and tries to talk to Lainey, but she blows him off. Mm-hmm. Zach tells his sister about Lainey, who, another name. What's her face from Fly Away Home?
Anna Paquin.
Yes. It's his sister. Yes.
Well, that's what we know she's
Well, she was
that's her big role.
And, well, also,
she was in X-Men.
X-Men. That's what I was like. We saw in the theater. I was like, what? Rachel Romaine? What? Or what's it? Rebecca Romaine? Yeah. So I kept wanting to say Rachel Minor, and I'm like, that's not right. Anna Paquin. Okay. So lots of big up and comers in this movie. So Zach tells his sister about Lainey, and she suggests that he put effort into her interests and not just, try to, like, assume that she's blessed to be in his presence, essentially. Zach is hassled by parents as no college decisions have yet been received from any of the schools he's applied to, and he's applied to a lot, and they're all, like, Ivy League schools. Which he's like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, is he that smart? And, like, he's a soccer player, but I guess. But, yeah.
That's what makes him the
golden boy
king. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but he wasn't even valedictorian, right? Like, he was only like number 2 or 3. He was like number 3 or 4 in the class.
Yeah, he was like number 2 or 3 in the class. But like,
still, I got it.
Like, he's a star student, star athlete. Okay. He's got it all. That's why everybody likes him. Yeah.
So Zach got into Dartmouth, Harvard, and Yale, but hid the admission letters.
Mm-hmm. And his dad went to Dartmouth.
He really wants him to go. Yeah.
Do you know who his dad is?
No.
Otter from Animal House. It's
Otter! Oh, so he didn't marry the girl.
Well, they got divorced, so maybe this is a remarriage.
What was her name in the movie? I can't remember. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Otter. He looked familiar, and I couldn't place him, and I meant to look it up, and I didn't. Okay, so Otter. So, Dad, pay attention.
Yes.
There's a link for you in this movie.
You know that guy.
Because our dad's having a tough time with all these movies we're picking the last few weeks. And
making him sit through these. Yeah.
So Taylor is very self-centered and alienating her friends.
Yeah, because she's obsessed
with her related
Hudson.
Yeah, and she assumes she's a shoo-in for prom queen and doesn't have to work at it.
She's like, whatever. But because
wasn't like her mom prom queen and her aunt or sister?
Yeah, she says something about like it's like a bloodline or whatever. Yeah. Like, of course, that's
okay.
It's not really how prom works.
I mean, our mother was prom queen and our cousin was prom queen, and we were not any further away. You could not be to prom queen than us.
Maybe if we had gone to the same school district.
That's true. Probably not even then, but maybe. Zach goes to see Lainey at work, and Lainey assumes that he wants tutoring. And so she's like, I'm not smart.
Yeah.
She's like, and he's like, no.
And he's like, no, I have straight A's.
Oh, yeah, he says. But Zach assures her he has the 4th highest GPA in the school. And then Lainey assumes that he must be a dork outreach program. I'm like, okay. Well, nice. I could have done without that line.
This is when it's like a falafel shop, isn't it?
Supersize my balls. There's like a customer who can't decide if he wants to supersize it.
Yes, I would like to supersize my balls.
It was like some kind of vegan something.
Yeah, something. It wasn't nose balls.
No. Zach notices she's into art and pretends that he needs help in art, and her friend gives up his ticket to an art show that night for Zach, and it's weird performance art that he's going to. Who was that kid?
I don't know. He so familiar. Very familiar, but
he's been in other things, and I can't place him. Yes, he definitely has.
I don't know.
He looks like Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yes, he does. And
like if
even his voice kind of sounds like him. Yeah.
Yes.
He's a cousin.
Shoot. Yeah, I keep seeing a flash in my mind of something else he's been in. And Butterfly Effect. He was in that movie. Okay. Lainey is also in the performance and has Zach called up on stage where he makes up something on the fly about a hacky sack and not letting it drop, reflecting his own life pressures.
Yeah, I feel like his performance was better
than hers.
It was deeper.
I agree. He really got into it.
Yeah, he did.
But again, that's Lainey not connecting herself to her art. So.
That's true. She's not all in. She's got problems.
That's why people are more drawn to the other art.
Mm-hmm.
Zach and Lainey leave, experiencing a rush of being on stage, and Lainey is still skeptical of Zach's motives. Taylor is still with Brock and realizing how self-centered he is. He's just watching the real world all the time.
Yeah, just watching himself like, watch this part, I do something really funny here. And she's like,
you're missing my monologue.
Yeah.
Zach goes to Lainey's house and chats with her dad and he chats with her dad and brother. Oh, and her dad was from SCTV.
Yeah.
Flanagan. What's his first name? I don't know. He passed like last year. I can't remember his name. Kevin Flanagan, is that it?
Sure.
Oh. But her dad is famous too. Okay. So a lot of names.
Names we don't remember.
But they've been in that thing.
But they're there.
They've been in that thing.
You know, the thing with the guy with the hair.
Lainey turns down an invitation to the beach with Zach, but changes her mind when he plans to stay and play Sega with her brother all day and said, what do you mean? I'm going to play some Sega. What? Like there was they said Sega about 800 times in this conversation.
And she's like, fine, let's go.
Yeah. At the beach, Lainey is focused on the environmental issues of the day, and Zach tries to get her to loosen up. And then Zach's friends show up.
They crash his party, and he's like, dang it. I was getting in good here.
Yeah. Lainey clashes with Zach's girlfriends, not girlfriends, but friends that are girls, and plays volleyball with the group.
Gabrielle Union again. She's in every team movie you can think of.
Yeah. Lainey is invited to Zach's friend Preston's house, who owns Harrison Ford. And the actor? No, the car dealership. Harrison Ford. And she accepts. Which I thought that was cool.
Yeah, that was
where like I started getting connected to the movie. Yeah. All right, that was a good line. Yeah, I'll take that. Lainey tries to back out of the party to clean the house, and her friends try to talk her, or her friend tries to talk her into going, as Zach shows up with the JV soccer team to clean the house for her. So that she can go.
Fun fact, one of the JV players is Milo
Ventimiglia.
I
thought I saw him.
Little cameo in the background.
Yeah, this is us. Little Jack with Pearson. I was like, I couldn't think of their last name. Lainey tries to say she has nothing to wear, but Zach brings sister Mackenzie and a dress to help her get ready. Mackenzie cuts Lainey's hair and makes her over, which you're trusting another teenage girl.
A younger teenage girl than you.
Cut your hair. Okay.
Don't do this.
I cut my hair recently at a professional shop, and I had to go back twice to get it fixed because it was uneven.
Apparently they weren't that professional.
Nah, apparently not. Took 3 different hairdressers to get it.
Maybe you're just that unruly.
I wasn't.
You're like this in the chair. They can't get it straight.
So I can't imagine this teenager.
No, but she did a
great job. Yeah, of course.
But I kind of like
a professional cut.
Lainey's hair before that too. Like nothing was wrong with it.
Why did they cut it? Because it was definitely more popular to have long hair than it was to have short, and her hair was gorgeous long.
Yes.
I didn't get that part at all. So okay. Makes her over. Lainey comes down to Sixpence None the Richer's Kiss Me and immediately trips.
Yeah.
At the bottom of the steps.
But it's that moment. Like that's like that teen scene, when that's what you think of, a teen movie from the 90s.
That's the one.
It's her coming down those steps.
And that's why it's been mocked so many times in movies too, because everybody makes fun of that scene.
Yeah.
Because like we knew that scene. We hadn't seen this movie when it came out for years after, and we definitely knew it. Yeah.
And when you hear that song, that's all anybody thinks of.
And they played that song incessantly on the radio. Do you remember that? Yeah. Even now, we will listen to 90s on 9 on Sirius, and I will flip the station if that song comes on, because I cannot with that song. They played it all the time on like B104.
Yeah. That was a hit.
It was everywhere when it came out. So again, the PR for this movie, very good.
They did great.
Yeah, they did a great job. Zach and Lainey go to the party, and Dean/Paul Walker calls Zach out for always being with Lainey. And
like that's what he's
trying to do.
He's trying to beat you at a bet.
Yeah, so he's like, oh, why? Like, you like her or something? Well, he's grooming her.
Yes.
Not in that way.
Right, but I'm grooming her to be the prom queen.
Yeah,
I have to kind of spend time with her.
A girl messes, which was that the bet, though? I guess it is, because it said, like, you know, with the right makeover and the right boyfriend, but it didn't say, like, you put all your effort into her, too. So I don't know. But again, he should have, like, said that in the bylaws before they made this.
Did they sign a contract? Yeah. Did they have it notarized?
A girl messes with Lainey in the bathroom, the same from the beginning, who tells her to unalive herself. And again, why is she at the popular party? Because she certainly didn't look popular.
When she's also, like, barfing. Yeah. She's like burnt out, drunk.
She's probably doing something else.
Yeah.
She passes out and Lainey uses paint markers to make her look like a clown.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, because she's still like rude and mean to her.
Yeah, she's like, what are you even doing?
You have your head in a toilet, girl. You're not, you're hugging the porcelain throne. You're not in a position to be looking down on others. Okay, so Brock is embarrassing Taylor, but Taylor messes with Lainey, who runs out crying. Yeah, because Brock and Taylor are also there. And Taylor's getting over Brock, but he's like her arm candy right now.
Yes.
Like,
but he's like the king of the party. Yeah. Everybody's like cheering him. He's doing a dance.
Yeah.
Something.
So
and Usher is DJ.
Usher. Yeah, he's there.
He's just
there
thrown in here
twice. Yeah,
because he DJs the prom too, and it's like what they don't really explain. Like, is he a friend? He's not a student.
Are we sure he's not a student?
I think he was on the radio, wasn't he? The like high school radio.
The high school radio. Because he's like, oh, sorry to a certain person.
Yeah,
like, sorry, Zach. You know, like like you. Yeah,
it's just it's not explained.
It's never explained. No. And I didn't think Usher looked particularly, like, in this age bracket either at the time.
No, he didn't. But he was popular. And
he was.
He wanted to amp up this movie. That was probably another reason it got really popular. Because everybody loved Usher.
Yeah, Usher. Okay. Zach goes to Lainey and talks to her about opening up to others and then takes her home. The next day, Lainey is nominated for prom queen and Taylor is upset as Brock broke up with her in the same fashion that she broke up with Zach.
The exact same, like scripted.
Like, oh, you really thought I'd beat it with you after this? That's cute. That's sweet. Zach is messing up at soccer and Taylor is campaigning for prom queen votes. Zach's very defensive of Lainey to other soccer players and goes to see Lainey in her basement art studio. I said must be the only space available because the light is terrible.
Yeah, not a
dark,
place.
Dank basement.
I think her room would be better.
Yeah. Lainey opens up to Zach about her mom dying of cancer and her not crying. And Zach tells Lainey that she cannot keep shutting others out and he opens up about being indecisive about college. Each calls out the other for holding themselves back. And they both are like essentially doing the same thing in different ways. Lainey jokes as Zach is about to kiss her about just being after her vote for prom king, and he panics, stops, and leaves. And then she thinks there's something wrong with her because, like, she was joking. She did not see that. Like, she was joking. She did not think that's what he was doing. But
it's not very funny, apparently.
No. Zach dreams that he is on the real world with Taylor, Lainey, and Brock, and Taylor and Lainey are the ones who made a bet to make him popular. Kids from all different groups are campaigning for Lainey and rap with lyrics "She's All That" in it. And I said, I know you love that, Shelley.
Oh, I love
she loves the title of the
movie
in the movie. And then, like, the ending of the rap was "She's All That." You know,
that's what I applaud. You did it. You snuck it in.
Lainey doesn't care about issues anymore and worries that she's not kissable because Zach walked away mid-smooch.
Maybe but if you would just let him smooch you instead of talking through it. Keep your mouth shut, girl.
But her friend assures her that Zach is nuts, and Zach comes into the cafeteria and defends Simon, who is being bullied, and makes the bullies eat the pizza that was covered in pubes. That they tried to trick Simon with. I said very Scott Tenorman from South Park.
It was disgusting.
It was really gross.
I hated this
that whole scene, and it was so long.
Yes, it went forever, and like it made me feel so uncomfortable, and I felt so bad for Simon, and it just
Academy Award winner Kieran Culkin. Dean goes to Lainey's work and asks Lainey to prom. She turns him down, and he lies and says that Zach is still into Taylor, and that's why he didn't kiss her probably. Well, I mean, she didn't bring up the kiss, but
yeah. He's like,
he's like flirting around that. Yeah. Zach's dad found his acceptance letters that he was hiding and confronts.
Didn't hide them very well.
No, and they confront each. Weren't they just under his pillow?
I think they were in a desk drawer.
Okay.
Or something like it was like you just open it and there they are.
Like 18. They confront each other on making choices. His dad and him. Everyone is preparing for prom at school, and Taylor tries to get Zach to finalize prom plans. Lainey agreed to go to prom with Dean, and who accidentally tells Lainey she was a bet when Zach was upset that Dean asked her.
I feel like you should automatically lose the bet if you tell it's a bet. Like, you don't win because of that.
Yeah.
You gave it away before the finish line.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't even vote
If they had announced the winners, then you can tell her. Go ahead.
Yep. Zach tries calling Lainey and is shut down by Simon. Lainey's dad talks to her about being too much of a parent and encourages her to live her own life because she's always watching out for the two of them, like the brother and the dad.
Yeah.
And lets her know that Dean is upstairs waiting for her for prom anyways. She was expecting Zach.
Yeah,
he was
like
there's a handsome young man.
Up there
a handsome young man waiting. And everybody, I thought it was Zach. I wrote Zach and I crossed it out.
No!
I'm like, oh no, because I thought he was up there. But so we were all expecting Zach, and she goes up and it's Dean waiting for her. Zach,
so she goes to the prom with Dean.
Yeah.
Like, all right, let's go.
Zach takes his sister and hopes to see Lainey as Taylor waits at home alone.
At first, I didn't realize it was his sister. Like, I was confused. I was like, who's that? And then I was like, oh, okay.
And it's revealed, like, his sister's kind of a bad A. Like, she was, she is kicked out of a bunch of schools, so she's at some, like, private girls' school.
Yeah, so she doesn't know anybody here. Like, that's why she's not going to begin with.
At prom, Zach looks for Lainey, but is intercepted by Taylor as all dance to Fatboy Slim, instructed by Usher. I said to explain the choreographed dance, I guess, because he's like, just like I taught you. And I'm like, when did you teach everybody this?
This wasn't part of the original script. They threw it in at the end to make the movie longer because it wasn't long enough.
Okay.
Could have done that. We would have liked a shorter movie instead.
Yeah. Yes. I finally got Lainey's friend's name. It's Jessie. Lainey's friend Jessie meets Mackenzie Seiler. That's Zach's last name. Zach and Mackenzie Seiler. And Lainey and what's his name? Boggs. What's her brother's name? Simon. Boggs. Okay. And connect. And Lainey is praised by the art teacher for opening up in her final project of her mother.
Yeah, that's what you do at prom. You go up to all the kids
talk to your teachers.
About their dead
their work. And their work.
Yes.
Like,
you did great, but tell me on Monday at school. Like,
Mm-hmm. Dean assumes Lainey will hook up with him and is overheard by Jessie in the bathroom, who goes to warn her with Mackenzie.
He can't even, like, talk. He's like...
yeah. Because he's like, the whole shtick is he's fat, which he's not.
The whole movie, they're, like, making him eat and
diet and watch what he's eating. And Lainey's, like, holding him accountable, and it's so stupid. And he's not that big of a guy. No. And, like, he's just so overweight, and he's so out of breath when he's running. Like, he ran, like, 50 feet. And it's like, I can't.
Yeah.
Like, give me a break. It
was too much.
Yes. I forgot about that. Yes, I didn't write that in. Because I was so irritated about it. Yes, exactly. Zach wins prom king and Taylor wins prom queen. They said it was the closest vote in history at the school, though. And Lainey was very close to winning, but Taylor got it. Jessie tries to get to Zach to warn him about Dean and get to him right after the prom king speech. Zach drives around trying to find Lainey. As she gets home, Zach is waiting for her with her dad and Simon and asks if she's all right. Lainey was able to take care of herself and realizes Zach missed prom to get to her. Lainey and Zach make up in her backyard and dance to no music and ponder the future.
Didn't you say she, like, maced him or something?
I think so, yeah. And there was, like their backyard, because her dad's Dr. Pooh, like, the pool guy, and they have, like, a super nice, like, landscaped backyard with pool. And so, I mean, they fit in the neighborhood. I don't get it. Whatever.
So anyway, they're on good terms.
Yeah, they're on good terms. So they kiss, and there's a crane shot.
Love it.
As Lainey asks the terms of the bet, which I thought we were ending here. I forgot about the last scene. The next scene is graduation, as Zach honors the bet by accepting his diploma naked as Kiss Me reprises. The end. And then he is, like, holding a volleyball, or was it a soccer ball? Volleyball.
I think it's soccer ball because he's the soccer guy.
Okay. Yeah. And then, like, she goes up to accept it, and Lainey's, like, laughing, and then, like, you see, like, the soccer ball will get...
She catches the soccer ball, like, and everybody's like, ah, cheering, so he will...
There's no way he would have got past the, like...
He sat there during the ceremony.
I was just gonna say, like, they, like... are so stringent about what you're wearing. Like, there's no way, because you have to, like, walk in together.
Right. No teacher noticed him sitting naked with a stole around his shoulders.
And a hat.
Yeah.
So, I call shenanigans.
Yeah.
But it made for a good scene. It was very cute. But, yeah. It did, like, again... I think this might have been the first time I saw this all the way through consecutively.
Yeah. Yes. I've seen every scene. Except maybe the puby one.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
They probably cut it out of TV.
Right.
So that's why we didn't see that
but
one.
I said, like, it did make, like, Zach was very endearing.
Uh-huh.
Lainey less so, but not...
She was kind of cold.
She was cold.
But
I know that was her character.
But yeah.
Less so, yeah. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't terrible. It wasn't the best. Mm-hmm. But it was an enjoyable movie.
I enjoyed it.
And it was short. Like, I like that. Like, I could get it done quick in an afternoon.
Yeah. And like how you said, like, you thought Zach was gonna pick her up, but it was Dean.
Yeah.
Like, I forgot too, so it was like I'm following along with it a little better because I didn't remember exactly where it was going, so that was nice too.
Yeah,
like,
I did too. Yeah,
to be a little surprised.
To be a little peekaboo. Yeah. Do you have any fun facts?
So Siskel and Ebert. This was Siskel's last print review of a movie. And
I didn't remember
he
when
gave it a favorable review.
Did he?
Yeah, which I'm a little surprised.
I am too. He was, was he sick?
Maybe.
It was wearing down. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Even I don't know.
I thought it was this cancer.
I
think it was cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But maybe he was weakened. No, okay.
And it's also just like print review. Like, did he do other things? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know the whole thing. But it was one of his last. Okay. And he liked it. He liked it good.
Our predecessors.
Yes.
Siskel and Ebert.
The high school is the same high school where they filmed Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And so Sarah Michelle Gellar starred in that, and she's married to Freddie Prinze Jr.
And they met on the set of Scooby-Doo.
No. Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah.
They met before that.
I thought it was Scooby-Doo.
No, I thought it was before that.
No, I think it was before that. The first Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
There was a couple.
I don't know.
Because I heard that was where they first met.
Oh, maybe.
And she was Daphne, and he was... Who's the other guy? I don't know I don't know Scooby. I know... Yeah. I don't know the popular guy in Scooby-Doo.
Oh, shoot, I do. Fred.
How appropriate! Fred, yeah.
And Matthew Lillard's in that,
Shaggy.
too. Yeah, he's Shaggy. So they have a whole love connection here.
Aw. But, like, yeah, I remember when they got together, and that was a big thing. And, like, they're one of the longest marriages in Hollywood. Like, they're still together. Like, it's, what, like 25 plus years, you know?
I think the key was that they both stopped being in Hollywood.
Yeah, I think
like, they just cut back on their schedule so they could be like a real family. Yeah. So.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
But I mean, you don't need to keep.
No,
once
you
have
made a lot of money.
You can relax. Yeah.
And she's got all that Buffy rerun money.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't know that I have to.
Well, I'm sure his is no slouch either. He's Freddie Prinze's son. You know, like
he probably had a nice inheritance.
Which I remember that was kind of like there was like whispers of like nepotism because like we're trying to launch Freddie Prinze's son's
rightfully
career.
So. He was wonderful.
Yeah, he was great. I don't have a problem with him.
No, I like him. He's very cute and fun.
Rachel Lee Cook is fine, but I never really saw her in a movie that I really cared for her in. I don't hate me. I'm sorry. She was Mary Ann in Babysitter's Club and Josie and the Pussycats, and I've never really.
I don't think I saw Josie.
I didn't see Josie and the Pussycats either, but Babysitter's Club, yes. I'm like, I didn't really care for her in any of those. She kind of plays like the same person every time.
It's like that.
I'm too cool for you,
or like the off-putting sort of.
Yeah.
That's her shtick.
I guess
she's sticking to it.
I guess.
But I agree.
Now, I didn't see the new He's All That. Did you see that? I didn't either, and I should probably. But because I think there's some of the OG cast in it.
Matthew Lillard and Rachel Lee Cook.
Okay.
They did something in like the beginning.
Because wasn't she the mom in it?
She was a different character. She wasn't Lainey Boggs. And he wasn't Brock Hudson. They were just somebody else.
I don't know how I feel about that then.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't need to.
You could do without it.
Yeah. But we thank you for joining us.
Yes.
Are you familiar with this movie? Did it imprint your life even if you may have not seen it?
Do you hate the song Kiss Me
by
Sixpence None the Richer?
I hate that
I don't
song.
mind it, but I don't
like the
listen
Fat
to
Boy
it
Slim song.
See, I don't like that one more than I dislike the other one.
Okay. I just remember that being on MTV, so I was more okay with that one.
Yeah, that was a very popular one too.
Yeah. Well, we thank you for joining us today. Please like, follow, subscribe, all the things on YouTube. Also, if you look in the description below this video is our links to our Instagram and Facebook pages.
Come find us. Come follow us.
Be our
on
buddy.
socials.
Be our buddy. We usually post a promo on Fridays, and then Mondays is when we release our new video for the week.
Yeah, if you look this past week, you can see me as Freddie Prinze Jr. and her as Rachel Lee Cook. So.
Shelly sent me the outtake one too, or it was reversed.
It's horrible. Should I put it here? No, I won't.
Please do. I didn't think it was as bad as you did, but
I think you look traumatizing.
I think either way it looks traumatizing.
It's horrible.
It's not a great picture. But please be frightened away, and we try to mix it up and slip in reels sometimes too, because we're elder millennials, so we get our news from reels and not on TikTok.
That's right. We see those TikToks 3 weeks after they've been popular.
Like adults.
Like real adults.
But we thank you for joining us. Please follow along with us. We really appreciate all the support. We're trying to grow this little channel and get some momentum going in the algorithm. So we appreciate you joining us, and we'll see you next Monday at the movies.